Hello, everyone. Welcome to How It Goes first ever episode. We are your host. I'm Afrina.
I'm Putri.
I'm Adriana.
I'm Umaira.
And here we talk about whatever we have in mind and give our thoughts and maybe experiences we like to share. For today's episode, we are going to talk about is being in the creative industry looked down upon? I think it's safe to say that we are all familiar with how people judge or perceive us for simply choosing to learn and pursue our interests in the creative field. As most of us here have the advantage of experiencing firsthand what our life is like as a creative student, I think it's fair. Is it fair for how people tend to perceive us and being in the creative industry is actually worth it? Let's discuss it.
But before we do, if there's anything you guys want to hear our take on, interact with us on our socials at howitgoes0403 or leave us a comment on our full episode videos at youtube.com.
Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so more people can join in and know about all the fun.
All right. So, what are you guys' thoughts or opinions on this topic? Do you guys have like any experiences of like maybe people look down on you just because you decided to take like art as your course or major?
I do, 100%. Because I feel like they think that art is a child's play, like the typical painting, drawing shapes, and coloring. But honestly, art is so much more than that. And whoever appreciates art as much as I do, they will understand the struggles that we have to face to get our demanded products.
I understand. Yeah. What about you guys? You guys have any experiences?
But not everyone is the same though. Since for my experience, my parents do support me in my studies, which is basically in the creative industry. They said that even nowadays, there are a lot of jobs out there that needed people that are pro in the creative industry.
Right. Well, I think for me, why people think that we are, why they think that art is like looked down upon, is because to some people they still consider art as something that is easy, right? Like art is like something that
Yeah.
anybody can basically do, right?
yeah.
Like, don't you guys think that?
Yep.
What do you guys think of like art in definition? What's the first thing that you guys think about? Simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
Like it's like drawing, right?
Draw
Or
and
like-
color like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have met like a few people who, when you show your your work,
They'll be like, oh, it's easy to do
yeah,
that.
exactly.
And sometimes where we draw an entity that our parents said is judge us that you draw is very bad.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel like is it bad? I think it's not bad. It's very good for me.
True.
Then our lecturer also say like that. It's so beautiful, but that's just check to improve it for the drawing only.
True. I mean, and also I feel like they tend to compare us to like other types of work. Let's say like they compare me and usually like my mom. I mean, not my mom. Like my grandmother. She likes to compare me with like my cousins for some reason. She would tell me like, oh, like she does. She's taking part in like the medical field. Like, oh yeah, she has to do this. Like she's going to overseas and stuff.
Same like
Yeah.
my father also. That he's telling me that Myra, you my friend is his son is study in overseas. How about you? Why you don't want to like that? I mean that my parents not support me as well. I feel like really dumb. And this girl, I feel like up to you. I just still positive. What I can do, and I will do my best, and I will show us how that can I do.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you guys have anyone that kept comparing you with anybody?
I would say my mom, my grandma, my uncle, basically most of my family members.
Yeah, that's right.
There's this one cousin
Yeah.
that they always compare me to, like, he goes to the same university as us. Haha. But anyways, it's Are you guys laughing? Oh my god! Are you laughing at my misery?
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Holy. Okay. Anyways, the cousin is a guy I don't know why you want to compare me with a guy. I do not have. Okay, anyways. But yeah, they always like compare me to this one guy. Like, oh, he's so good at cooking. He's so good
Yeah,
at
so
doing
like
art.
same
He's
like
so
my
good
mother.
at this. He's so
Yeah.
good at that. And
Oh my
I
god.
cannot do anything that he can do. I'm like, okay, keep talking. Just give him more motivation, I guess. My
Yeah,
guy.
that's right.
What about you, Adriana? Do you have anyone that like compare to you a lot?
I do, but it's not about art and stuff. Cause like everything I do, my project and my mom always tell it's good and I'm doing okay. But then when I went back to my hometown, and then she always compare me with every of my cousins.
Oh
Yeah,
my
same.
God. It's usually the
Yeah.
cousins for some reason.
It's
Yeah.
always because our cousins are very clever than us, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, why my cousin is studied in kerajaan, we mean kerajaan.
Kerajaan.
Yeah,
Sekali dengan kerajaan.
yeah. It's a very like macam murah gitu kan. And then like macam dia punya he study like it's a very high for me. That if like my auntie asked me, what your course that you take? I said I take course creative multimedia. And then that you're actually like, oh, creative multimedia. I feel like not.
Yeah,
more
they're
like
not like
Yeah.
impressed about
no,
it. They're like,
They're like,
Apa
oh,
hal?
it must be so easy.
"Macam, you see,
If it's easy, why am I dying here?
betul. Usually like they're like, oh ambil art ke? Or yeah, saya ambil art.
Yeah, so like my cousins take our computer science,
Computer science.
engineering. But for me, I just take a creative multimedia only, right? But I feel like, oh, don't select it. Maybe creative multimedia can go up, and then if we take this and we can become like do the business, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more opportunities, but we'll talk about that later on. Other than that, I think some people are not aware of how much work and effort that involves into like our, course. Let's say if, like our assignments, as an example. Do you guys don't you guys think like there's so much work that we put into it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I put my health, my mental health, my
Yeah,
emotional
that's true.
health, my physical health, my everything health.
my
all
Yeah.
in there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Keep
it.
going.
Sometimes I feel like it's a lot of assignment that we have, and I feel like, oh my god, this is a lot. And I feel like if I do, I give up because it's very hard to me. Because it's our first time, and then I feel like, oh no, I must do. And then if I feel not feeling well, I just take a rest and eat the medicine only. Sometimes.
Yeah, because like some people, well, they have never actually experienced in the creative field. They don't know just how many like sleepless night that we
Yeah.
have sampai sampai tak
Yeah.
tidur kan.
Yeah.
And then like the amount of work we have, though we don't have exams, we still have like
yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of projects.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you guys experience. How is your like process? Like let's say like an assignment. How long does it take usually?
For me, I take 1 week, I think.
See, it's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's days, weeks.
Yeah.
Definitely not months. Haha.
Same. Sometimes I take a month because of a lot of assignments. Right?
True.
That's
Ajala?
why I cannot afford to.
Before this, there is
Do
one
anything
assignment that I did until 5 o'clock.
Oh damn. 5
Oh,
o'clock. So
Yeah.
you start at
7.
Oh,
I mean, that just proves that that's like a lot of work and how we put into it.
yeah.
So I think
It's a
that's
lot.
why like
Yeah.
some people just don't recognize that much of work that we put into our like let's say like our course and our assignments and whatnot. So yeah, do you guys have anything else that you guys want to like talk about? Shay?
I think no, I think.
No.
I just wanna say you should appreciate your art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate for your child and support them for her. And if you
I
support,
mean, technically we're
us?
all art anyway.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Whoa.
Sometimes my cousin also take the creative multimedia and he live in Cyberjaya. Now his job in Didi and Friend. He do the animation. Alright, now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I feel like, oh, I think I can become him, but not truly. I just can do my best.
Alright, so we are now in our second segment, which is pro time.
Okay, so we have a give our talk and share our experience. We will be diving into what the pro thing. This segment is where we look at what the professional take on our topic, and who knows, maybe we can learn and a few insight and one thing or two.
Alright, so based on the professionals, basically why people look down on, people taking like creative as like our full major or as a career is because they think that creative is not like a real job. First, it's not considered real work by society at large. An artist is considered frivolous, playing at work. And second, there are very few secure jobs for even a successful artist. Despite like graphic designers, you guys might know,
Yeah.
being in demand in Malaysia, it doesn't guarantee a good pay. Meaning that if you work as a graphic designer, not everyone gets to like 1,000 and above usually.
Yeah.
Sometimes even like under 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm sure that.
This depend on for company. If like other company is the what I mean gaji
gaji.
is up right, and ada some company is a lower gaji.
Sebab dia tengok macam mana company tu.
Dia punya real job dia punya tu lah.
Sometimes let's say compare to, let's say if you work as a graphic designer for apa Gucci lah contohnya kan.
Yeah.
You get like Gucci good price punya salary. But if contoh lah kalau kerja macam graphic designer as a freelancer, I mean if you as a starter, you probably wouldn't get like a high price or even a high demand.
Probably.
Okay, and the second reason based off the professionals is that it is not a stable job. Like let's say like fresh graduates, graphic designers in Malaysia, you get starting pay a little over 2,000.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
tu pun tengok jugalah what you get, like what type of work you get,
Yeah.
and then this varies according to job roles and also company, which is like there's like different types of companies. Usually there's like non-agency companies and types of companies. So moving on to the next segment, we got questions regarding our topic, and let's see if we have any insights to it. Alright, how do you deal with people who looked down on you? Let's say like the first thing that you guys experience, like your parents
Yeah.
or your grandmother anybody literally, like your relatives. If they look down on you, what do you do? Like how do you deal with like people looking down on you? Do you have anything?
I just isolate myself in my room. I do not need those negativity in my life. I don't need to listen to them. So like if they scream or shout or whatever in my ear, I usually just like listen to music really loud so I don't have to like listen to anything that they say. Even though I'm pretending to listen, I'll be like yeah okay. But no. I'm like, girl, I don't understand what you're saying, but okay, you do you. You're talking alone, sir.
But for me, if I feel down, I draw like painting. I color it, and I think I just they say I not listen there for them. I just focus on myself, and then sometimes if I want to do like a design, I will design in my other way. I just design only, just focus on myself to draw what I want, and I think I do design for my mother that she do the what about our business like cookies, cake, and
you have the business?
no, my mother.
Oh.
Yeah, my
What
mother
business?
cake, cookies, kuraya.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it lah.
That's
Cake
a
birthday like if you want to order, like, just ask me or I can.
Boleh lah ni.
I can tell her buy some cakes if you need some cakes. Yeah, anything what you want and ask me, and I can tell my mother and I will discuss. And then our sticker, I will do the design for what my
Like their
mother.
packaging
for the
like
packaging.
their flyers
Yeah,
I see.
template. And if I draw is not tak cantik, not beautiful, I will ask my mother, is it okay? But if my mother say it's not feel okay, I just to apa ni, change the font,
The designs.
the font, the image, and drawing like that, and the color, anything, the best. And then I will do anything, and then I have some printer and it scan like do sticker like that. I did print, and I ask my mother, okay, this is okay. And then if my say okay, just do it and just put in the packaging.
So like, how do you usually? Okay, if it's like, for any advice for listeners out there who are listening to us, like, do you guys have any advice? I don't know.
Advice
Okay.
like.
Macam advice. Okay, let's say lah. Kau ada kawan. Kawan tu dia ada masalah because mak dia tak support dia because dia ambil kreatif. And then when dia macam tu, and then dia datang, let's say dia datang kelas kan. Dia macam
Dia like
sedih.
down lah.
So what are you guys punya advices? Maybe?
I will.
I'ma be their mommy.
Then she ada what she tell
I'ma
me
be the mommy
anything.
that you don't have, you know. It's okay. Whatever mommy you need.
Yeah. Then she said that don't listen to our what people say. I just too positive. What you want to do, just do. Okay. Like yeah.
Ada kata-kata semangat ke? Kata-kata semangat?
Be you. Don't be me.
True. Okay. Alright. So, any other question? Or maybe, okay. How, maybe, does it affect you guys? Let's say, like, I'm sure that you have experience. Maybe, like, your parents ke, anyone who look down on you. Like, how does it affect you? Does it affect you mentally ke?
Yeah, it's mentally. I feel like when my father actually is that make kena macam dia rendahkan dia. Dia always compare with my cousin. I feel like I'm really, really sad, and sometimes my hand is shaking.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like cannot want to tak boleh nafas, and dia buat, and after that I pernah kelas hari tu kan I pernah tunduk menangis tiba-tiba, and this time I pergi bilik air. That is really that my father tell me that what I feel, and I go to toilet and just always cry like that. And then she tell me the think positive, and then don't just think positive, don't think negative. You can do it. Just buat tak tahu je apa orang cakap macam tu.
True. I mean, personally for me, I think when people look down on me, I think it affects, emotionally, I think it affects me very much. And think mentally, I get exhausted, or like I feel very demotivated whenever I'm trying to, do my work. Sometimes I would get super demotivated. And, like, I'll just put away my work for like long periods of time. But yeah, I think people should, they should actually, understand that these things, even like they say that, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, or like they're not very supportive, it can affect like a person very, very much, and it will affect them not just mentally, physically also, emotionally. They'll feel like they don't, they're not important. Sometimes they feel like they're not useful.
Sometimes kalau kita ada sakit pun, at least my mother know about me that I have like sakit, like macam ada migraine, that anxiety semua. Then my mom just faham then if I want to tell my father that my father not understand what I feel, and if I said they said I have anxiety like that, and then my father said ya ke kakak ada anxiety semua tu?
They don't trust you sometimes.
They don't trust me anyway and not support me. And I feel really, really jealous when for you guys that if like oh my god, I want to cry.
No, jangan nangis.
Don't cry,
Okay.
baby. Don't cry. That's the wrong song.
If you guys have a father, like their father support her and us, I feel like
You don't feel like you are appreciated. It feels like they don't care about you as much. Yeah, I can tell it.
Just my mom only that understand me what I feel, because she also feel what I feel before. Because my grandmother, like my father, not trust anything with her child. But sometimes my mother tell me that when she cry that she go to the dia pergi penjuri and they cry a lot. Same like me. That I feel if I tell us, that might also tell me, buat je tak tahu Abah cakap apa. That if Abah tu memang cakap biasa. So kalau tapi dalam hati memang dia still bukan support, dia like sayang anak-anak dia bagi apa-apa. I feel like, oh no, I kena buat sesuatu lah. Not to show him what I can do like that.
Like we have to like put extra efforts and stuff, you know. It's sad. But you know, now that we have someone like, let's say like Umaira experienced that, we should know that it affects truly towards us personally. And I think people should, you know, reconsider before they, you know, say that being part in like the creative industry is not very, you know, very good as a career. Even though it's like, oh, I don't think it's like a really good career, even though people like, let's say like they just say it because they think like it's not harmless, it affects people.
Yeah,
who
sometimes
does
my father compare
take
like my father, her child also study in MMU.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And same faculty, same hostel. I feel like,
oh no.
oh no, if there is, I really maybe my father will be compare me with her child. Maybe So I feel if like her child is very good, he is very clever than me. That if like he got a grade up then to me, I feel like my father always said, your grade, how your grade. I don't want to tell him, my father, because I know that her child is very clever than me. The grade is very higher than me. I feel like just stop it, not say anything.
We should reconsider that not everyone is smart or anything. They should be supportive in how much we can do, you know, like our limits and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
I think that concludes. Adriana, do you mind doing the outro?
Yeah. Okay, so hope you guys enjoy and learn something about this episode. If you wish to stay update on the show, we got IG and Facebook, How It Goes 0403. We got a full episode on youtube.com. Remember to subscribe and like our podcast. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you on next episode.
Alright,
Alright,
bye.
bye-bye.
Thank you for listening, guys.
Stay goofy.
Stay tuned for the next upcoming episode.
Annyeong.
And, you know, stay safe and be healthy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, bye.